So what you really see on this picture, and because it is there in the Goloka chart, and the highest, very highest is this Goloka Vrindavan and Swaita Dvipa. And together it is called Goloka. Actually, Goloka has, inside is Goloka Vrindavan and Swaita Dvipa. In the Vedas and Upanishads, there are only very few places this Swaita Dvipa is mentioned. But Veda is not the highest knowledge. It is relevant to the Brahmanda where we live in. So Vedas are pertaining, it's like a user manual for our Brahmanda. So, but higher and higher is basically very sophisticated dimension that is very difficult to understand. And now if you closely look at the Goloka chart, you will see there are two compartments. Okay, so I'm just taking that and expanding it. So a Swaita Dvipa that you see on the left side, you will see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu there, and with all his associates. And this Leela is happening eternally with his Parshada. Parshada means associates. So this is high, very high. And then if you see the right side, you see Braja Leela is going on. Goloka Vrindavan is there. So we are actually going to be talking about the Navadvip Dham. So now this Goloka Vrindavan, Goloka, as we see, it had 12 forests, main forests, and then 12 Uba forests, sub-forests. These all the 12 forests are actually mapped to this Navadvipa in these, basically this, if you see like a lotus flower, and these vanas are actually coming as Tvipa. Here it's all islands because Ganga running here, and then he just before getting into the ocean, because she does not leave this place because it's very holy. So make sure that she is really circumambulating or going through, staying here as much time she can. And then only she is really slowly getting into the ocean. And now this Navadvip, 9 islands made by this Ganga, are like the lotus flower. I said that. In the center is Andardvipa. On the right side you will see a small yellow circle there, slowly there. That is Andardvipa. And that is the Mayapur, where Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself descended, appeared, which also we will be seeing. There's a lot of episodes actually we are going to go through. So then other than this Mayapur, there are 8 islands. They are like surrounding leaves. Okay, all right. So if you really see this structure, then you will be able to understand how this Vrindavan is really mapping to our Navadvip, because Navadvip is a hidden Vrindavan only. Very hidden Vrindavan. So what are those 9 islands? Andardvipa, that is Mayapura, then Simandadvipa, Gotrumadvipa, Madhyadvipa, Koladvipa, Rutudvipa, Janudvipa, Motrumadvipa, and Rutradvipatmika. Like this is how you say Rutradvipatmika means Rutradvipa Sri Navadvipamku Jai, that we say. This is how we glorify this Navadvip Dham. That was the pilgrimage that we really took. Actually, talking about pilgrimage, a higher devotee will not be going to all the places. Muktinath, Ketarnath, this Nath, that Nath, he won't be interested. In fact, very high advanced devotees, like who are really interested in Ragatmika, they will go only to the places where Radharani is there. Otherwise, they will not go. Because we have seen that one, Raghunath Das Goswami, even a place where Krishna is there but Radharani is not there, he will not go. He will not go. If my Radharani is not there, why should I go? So this is the highest bhava. So then even when we come to Krishna Bhakti, Radha Krishna Bhakti, we should not be going to all kinds of places. Bhagavad Gita, something, Krishna, Dwaraka Krishna was giving Bhagavad Gita. In some, these Kurukshetras and all those Muktinath, Ditnath. No, 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 no. Then we are doing Hajpuj. We are looking for moksha. This is very bad. This is not in our line. In our line is not that. No, you just kick the whole moksha out, throw it out. We do not want moksha because we want to only serve. Does not matter how many births we are taking. We want only that sweet serving. We have to give ourselves to Radha Krishna. Not asking for moksha and everything. Because you need some proper guidance. Proper guru to really guide you to in the right direction. Otherwise, everybody will be going here and there. That is not the bhakti what we are coming under. So now when this Ganga Devi was actually just manifesting from the spiritual dimension, that is what, like in the Goloka chart, you see the Braja river. That Braja river, one drop came. Because when Vamana Dev actually touched the core, when he was measuring all the universe, as per the Bali's, donation, he just happened to touch the ceiling of this Brahmanda, where his nail made a small hole. And then that drop is what is Ganga. And then, that was flowing so heavily. And now also for another reason that she appeared. And this Bhagirathi, because this King Bhagiratha was the one eventually was leading this Ganga to really flow through the whole entire Bharata Bhumi, Punya Bhumi. And when he was actually coming all the way here, then Navadvip, that is the place where she was not going out. And as we go, we will also, hear about a lot of pastimes associated with Janvi Muni. Why Ganga is called Janvi Mata? Janvi is also, I am not going to touch about today. So now if you see all these 9 Dvipas, 9 islands of this Navadvip Dham represents the 9 Angas of Bhakti. What are the 9 Angas of Bhakti? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam. So, these are all the 9 Angas. Shravanam, hearing harikatha. Kirtanam, singing the glories of the Lord and his pastime, all the Mahamantra, those are all kirtans. Smaranam, always singing and chanting. Padasevanam, serving the Lord as the deities. Archanam, you do archana to Radha Krishna. Vandanam, you worship. Dasyam, you become a servant and serve them. Sakyam, you become friends. You become you develop a loving relation with the Lord. And finally, because of that, the last stage is Atmanivedanam. Atmanivedana means that you give your whole Atma Nivedan at their lotus feet. So, now if you okay, now let us come to the Navadvip Parikrama. Now Lord Krishna and Radharani combined is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that we all talked about again and again many times. But the appearance of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so unique that he comes only in the Danya Kali. That means the Kali Yuga that follows the Dwapar Yuga, where Swayam Bhagavan Krishna comes. Not the avatars and all those. No. The Swayam Bhagavan Krishna comes only once in a day of Lord Brahma, which is 4.32 plus 4.32, that is 8.64 billion years actually. So that happened 5,000 years ago, and the Kali Yuga which we are in is Danya Kali, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes. The following Dwapar Yuga, where the Swayam Bhagavan decides to descend. And his appearance is all predicted in 40 plus scriptures. Shruti Satra, Sri Chaitanya Upanishad, Vayu Purana, Vishnu Sahasranama, Dharma Veda, Samaveda, like that. I don't want to keep on reading all those things. So many scriptures have already predicted the appearance of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And if we even see the footmarks of Lord Krishna, Lord Krishna, and also you take the footmarks of Radharani, and they all appeared as the footmarks on the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then also take the footmarks of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and same thing. All the footmarks of Sri Chaitanya, Sri Krishna, all the footmarks of Srimati Radharani, all combined and again become the footmarks of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we all know, because they all combined. Yesterday in the class, Saturday Shastra class, whoever attended, you all actually heard that. You know how we actually descended, how Radha Krishna and Radha Krishna actually combined and became Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this Navadvipa is a Premadama. Premadama means because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that is Krishna in the mood of Radharani, came down to taste, to relish the sweetness of the Prema Bhakti. Prema. Because Radharani is a Haladini Sakti who is actually what? The Prema personified. He is Prema. Prema Mai. Prema Mai Gote. Gotai Radhe. Prema Mai Radhe. So then Krishna wanted to taste that Prema of Radharani. So she came to Radharani and she begged, oh Radhe, I cannot taste. I cannot taste the way you taste. With your prema, please. I beg you. And he took his, his chadar and said, I am begging you. Please give me alm, piksha. What is that piksha? Please give me the mood, your mood. So that I can relish the way that you relish this Prema Bhakti. And that he came to where? Then he came to Navadvip only. So Navadvip means a Premadama. Deva Sitta Mukta Yukta Bhakta Vrinda Vanditam Papa Tapa Dava Daga Datta Gupta Tanditam Krishna Nama Sidhu Dama Kanyadana Sagaram Premadama Devam Yeva Naumi Gaura Sundharam. So he says very nicely, because I wanted to actually, sing everything, and also that is another, big episode. I love this. And the tune, I don't know where it came from, it just fit, whatever that. So he's saying, all glories to that golden Lord, Gaura Sundara, beautiful. So this divine abode, that is this Navadvip Dham, even the demigods, mystics, and everyone's really they aspire to really come and then get darshan. And the pure devotees of Lord Krishna all sing constantly in his praise. He removes at once the miseries of tortured souls who are scorched by the heat of their own sins and consequently burn incessantly within the great forest fire of this material world. Nobody is happy in this material world. If somebody is saying that this world is full, has some happiness, he's fool number one. So now this abode is the sweetest, sweet nectars, like, you are drinking sweet nectar of the holy names are manifested in this Navadvip Dham. And today, very first thing we are going to go is Ambika Kalna. Last Sunday also, we touched the Ambika Kalna little bit, but not much, because mostly we are doing Ekachakra, I think. Ekachakra. And today, Ambika Kalna, but if you see that, Shivalinga. Why Shivalinga? Why? Also 108 Shivalingas. Whether we planned it or not, but when we surrender to the Lord's feet, at the feet, He will arrange everything. You won't believe that all the days, so many helps were coming from you. We could not imagine where they are all coming from. So good. And it happened to be that we ended up going to Ambika Kalna to give the first worship to Shiva, Sadashiva. Sadashiva. Why Sadashiva? People may be thinking, is it Shiva or Sadashiva? There is difference. So if you see in the Pancha Tattva, this Sadashiva, who is actually mentioned as Harikatha Tattva, is actually not Shiva Tattva. He is Vishnu Tattva. This is very, very important. So we have actually Sri Advaita Prabhu, Advaita Acharya, is actually Sadashiva and Mahavishnu combined. So here when you really look at him as Sadashiva, it's Vishnu Tattva, not Shiva Tattva. Shiva Tattva is applicable only when from Sadashiva, Shivas, so many Shivas, Shivaperuman, Shivas, they are coming out to one goes to each Brahmanda and plays tamasic role. This is not tamasic role. This is Sutta Sattvic role. Sadashiva. Sutta Sattvic role. Okay, you have to this is very, very different. A lot of people may not be really understanding this. So even when we see a Shivalinga or something, a Vaishnava immediately recognize, oh, he's Sadashiva. Don't look at the Lord Shiva as in the tamasic role. No, it's not like that. You should not see that way. Vishnu Tattva. Okay? And now this is something that I have used that many, many times. So if you see the chart on the right, all the way down there is a red. I have really put that in the red. On the right side you see see from Mula Maha Shankarshana comes Mahavishnu, who is the one who is breathing so many Brahmandas, and then plus Sadashiva also coming from Maha Shankarshana, and that is why he is called Shankar. Shankar because he came from Shankarshana, and that is his Vishnu Tattva. Okay, you see the right side, then you see the left side. I am putting some arrows here and there, wherever that's all different Brahmandas. In the Brahmandas also Shiva, that is Shiva. He is in tamasic role. Okay, this is very important. We are not worshippers of that Lord Shiva. That is Shiva Tattva. Okay, but whenever we see Shiva, we always remember only through Sadashiva. That is Vishnu Tattva. Okay, this is very, very important to understand. Now coming to a Brahmanda. Okay, I am talking about one Brahmanda. If you see where Lord Shiva is there, but here these heavens are not in the spiritual dimension. Now the thing is, if you see why I am talking about this particular one is, so many demons, asuras, they worshipped the tamasic role playing Lord Shiva, not Sadashiva, Lord Shiva. Okay, so you see this, for example, take the example of churning the milk ocean to get amrita out of it. Okay, so you see on the left side asuras, demons. They are worshippers of Lord Shiva. And then, of course, they use the Mandara mountain as a churning rod. And Vasuki, that's a snake. He is actually king of all the snakes, as the rope. And then one side, the Asuras, other side is Suras. Suras means the Devas. They are worshippers of Lord Vishnu. And then when they really had a war, whenever they have the war, everybody, all the Devas will run for the help from Vishnu only. Anyway, so Lord Vishnu came as the Kurma, that avatara, that tortoise avatara. Yeah, actually. So then, he was the one who was actually holding the whole thing so that it could be churned. Anyway, but if you see, this is happening in a higher dimension. And there are a lot of so-called devotees in Mayavadis. You know what they say? Oh, these are all there. No, it's not happened. It is all you chant your mind and chant your mind, and then comes nectar or something. This is the problem they are running into, because if you see that, they are also worshippers of these Mayavadis only. Okay, so all these things they say, they will always come and then say this means that. No, there is nothing like that. And those who really go high in the devotion, they can see all these pastimes, everything they can see. So anyway, here there is something I wanted to mention before I really want to show those place that we really visited, is this war. The war between demons and devas always happens. There will be war, then there will be some, as soon as these demons try to really conquer the Swargaloka, the heaven, then immediately all the devas will run for help from Lord Vishnu, and Lord Vishnu say, I will help you, I will help you. So then he does all kinds of things, and then finally the devas will actually eventually win the war and things like that. So this happens. But my question is, why this war never ends? This war never ends. In the sense, war, okay, then there will be little peace. Then after that, again Asuras will come and then do something. Why this war does not end? Why Lord Vishnu has not put an end to this war? Because, why? This is material world. There should be always problem, miseries. Heaven is not spiritual world. It is in the layer. If we see that there are 7 plus 7, 14 planetary systems, and only one of in the higher level, top 7 layer, right? We have Earth, then that is Bhur-loka, then Swar-loka is there. So that is actually Swar-loka, which is Swarga-loka. Then you have, then you have Tapa-loka, Jana-loka, Mahara-loka. Like that it goes on all of it, Satya-loka, where Lord Brahma is situated. These are all material world only, because Lord Brahma is managing our world. Only things we cannot see, because we don't have that kind of power to see, other than these whatever we can see through these mundane eyes. Okay. So anyway, question is, why always war comes and stops, and war comes, and why there is no permanent ending? Material world, always miseries will be there. Don't you see that wars are going on here all the time? Isn't it? So that will be always there. So Atyatmika, Adibhautika, Adidevika, everything will be there. So heavens are subjected to this kind of miseries. Then, as long as Asuras are there, there will be war. Asuras are there. There will be war. Because different modes. They are tamasic, and these guys are sattvic. Then, though there is always a war. Then another reason. Heavens are for enjoyers. You do some good good punya. When you do punya, then you will be put in heaven. Heaven is not our place. Heaven is actually the headquarters of all the demigods who are managing this Brahmanda. In this Brahmanda, there is a headquarters who are for all the managers and directors and VPs and all those. So the CEO is Brahma. So they are the one who are running the whole thing. So for them, that is the headquarters. They are enjoying there because they are in a high position. Everything is there. But then these karmis who do some punyas, they have to be rewarded by the Paramatma, who is a blind judge, of course. He said, all right, you have done things, okay, go and enjoy for some time. Then you have some bad thing, okay, then you suffer in the hell for some time. So that is his dispensation. She dispenses. And here, as long as Asuras are there, problem. As long as the material world is there, there is miseries. And here, this is enjoyers. These enjoyers they are not devotees. Devotees do not want enjoyment. Devotees want to do only service to Krishna. Isn't it? So this is very important to understand. They are enjoyers. They drink Somarasa. Indra drinks so much of Somarasa and then get drunkard and then goes and then does all kinds of nonsense things and gets so many curses from the sages because he is doing all kinds of nonsense. How can the Lord will put an end to these kind of things as long as these 3 things are there? You have to understand. We do not want to go to heaven. No. Now Sadashiva is the first Vaishnava. This was the reason that we were actually going, and we were just kind of all coincidentally, we really landed up there as the first thing that we are doing. This Sadashiva is the first Vaishnava. Isn't it that it is really very nice that if we could really do the first worship to that Sadashiva, who is Advaita Acharya actually. But that temple was built not in that way. A king was there who really built the temple, and he was the Shiva Bhakta. Okay. But anyway, when we go there, we worship Sadashiva. Because Sadashiva is the first Vaishnava. In Srimad Bhagavatam 12th canto, 13 chapter and 16 verse, it says same. Nimnaganam yada ganga devanam achyuto yata vaishnavanam yada sambhu purananam idam tada. So all the holy rivers, Nimnaganam, all of them, Yada is what? Yada means topmost, is Ganga. And Devanam, all the Devas are, all the spiritually, everything you take, all the gods, Achyuta Yada. Achyuta means Krishna is the topmost. But anyway, people are calling him Avatar, that is their problem. Because they are in a different role, as I gave in the class yesterday. But then Vaishnavanam, Yada, who is the supreme? Sambhu, this Sadashiva. Purananam, of all the Puranas, which is the highest? Tada idam. Idam means this one. What is that one? Srimad Bhagavatam. Because we are reading this from Srimad Bhagavatam. So Veda Vyasa is saying that yes, all the Puranas that I have done, all those Puranas are kupai. All are useless for karmic people. Don't read them. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also told the same thing. So this Purana nam idam tada, this is the topmost Purana. So Vaishnava nam yada sambhu. But what is the fact that Lord Shiva says? He says, Aradhanam sarvesham Vishnu aradhanam param. Of all the worships, one who worships Vishnu aradhanam is param. Who says that? Sadashiva is saying. Aradhanam sarvesham. Of all the worships, Vishnu aradhanam param. But then why they are saying from Lord Shiva only, Vishnu came, that came, this came? That is because of the tamasic. Remember yesterday, if those attend to the class, you will know. It is a mere psychology. That is why it's because of levels. So many levels are there. Then Tasma, anyway. So he is telling that to Devi, Parvati Devi. Who is telling? Sadashiva is telling Parvati Devi. And now when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared here in this world, that was 500 years ago, the same Sadashiva and Parvati appeared as Brahmana and Brahmani in South India and met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and honored Mahaprabhu. Yes, wow, they were waiting to see. And in fact, Mahaprabhu spent few days, I think 5 days or something, with this, and they were discussing lot of secrets. You know the secret that Krishna gave to Sadashiva. What did he say? All these guys, these are not, those who, Asuras, Asura Buddhis. Asuras means what? Those, Mayavadis. Who are the one who interpret that even the churning of the milk ocean is also some mystic thing. Mythology. They say mythology. Take these guys away from me. Throw them out. But how? I don't want to do this is actually bad thing. Why should we? No, only you can do that because you are my dearmost. You are the first Vaishnava. Yadam Shambhu. Vaishnavanam Yada Shambhu. Only you can do it, nobody else can do it. So under the order of Krishna, this Sadashiva arranged to really, what was the thing? He came as Shankaracharya. And Shankaracharya came for the purpose of taking all the non-devotees, Asuric people, the demonic people, to take them away from Krishna Bhakti. They will be like poison otherwise. And that is why he came. Look at here, how did you know? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu revealed everything completely. So this is the place. Where this in Ambika Kalna? Actually, Ambika Kalna is called city of temples. So many temples. It is said that this alone has some thousands of temples or something, small, whatever, something like that. This is one of the temple is Ambika, in Ambika Kalna is this 108 Linga Sadashiva temple. It was built in 1809. 1809. Built by, there was a king that time called Teja Chandra Bahadur. Teja Chandra Bahadur, there was a very, very, very rich, and he was a king, local king. And if you see the architect, is very, very, very ancient. It has two circular array of temples. So one outside, one coming with so many temples. Each temple has linga inside. And there are after the 108, this represents the 108 japa beads that we chant. Remember when we do the chanting, we have 108 beads. Okay, this is what it is. Now, this every temple there is one Shiva Linga, because this is the Sada Shiva temple. Actually, they built a Shiva, but our worship is Sada Shiva. The outer array, the outer circular array of temples are made of black walls. See, you see the black color. The inner circular array are white walls. I am going to show you. So you will see that when you go. Why? There are so many reasons actually. Because one reason we can think about, there are so many reasons. Because to start with, when you go to the devotion inside and inside, outside, first when we come, our heart is full of anarthas only. It's black. It's so much of dirt. So when you are clean, when you really go deeper in devotion, then the heart becomes white. That is the reason that we chant in white bag. We should not chant in the colored bags. No, that is not for Suddha Vaishnavas. We have to, because this represents our heart. We should be always pure white. When we chant and chant and chant, the Nama, the power of Nama, Harinama, will make us so pure. And that is what we should do. Never chant on this. You really don't care who told them to chant with Garar beats. No. We do not follow that. Okay, this is the Vaishnava. This is the way that we have to do it. All our acharyas used to white only. Okay. So anyway, that is white and dark. So on the walls, you may not be able to see that clearly. It's very ancient anyway, 1809. No, it's old, right? The sceneries from Ramayana and Mahabharata, you can see they're carved on those. Okay, and now you see that on the left side. That's the inner circle. So inner circle, actually, if you see that, it's mostly again because of the rain and then the moss. It is really kind of the darkish color, but actually it was actually built with white walls. Okay. So anyway, so we are just going around, and this is Madhusudan Prabhu. Madhusudan Prabhu is actually in charge of our Gaudiya temple and Mata in the Navadvip. So where we could not stay there because there was some program going on. He's the manager. So he really happened to join us. And then it was so wonderfully happened. Okay. So this is so we really gave, obeisance to all the, not all of them, Sada Shiva by just, bowing down. And this was our first visit. So, and in the outer circle and inner circle, if you see, there are 74 temples in the outer circle, and inside, that's the white walls that I told you, 34 of them. So 74 plus 34, you will see 108. That many Shivalinga. Now let us go to this Ambika Kalna, where Lord Nityananda Prabhu's marriage took place. I like to bring some of the holy places what are related to Lord Nityananda Prabhu, and this is one of the famous place where he married. Okay, come in. So just I want to sing just this one. I don't know whether anyone is there who can help in singing, but I will just sing only two of them. Okay, before this is for the glorification of our Nityananda Prabhu, who is none other than the son of Rohini, Rohini Kumara. Jaya Jaya Nityananda Rohini Kumara, Padita Udara Lagidu Bahupasara. Jaya Jaya Nityananda Rohini Kumara, Padita Udara Lagidu Bahupasara. Gada Gada Madura Madura Adomola, Yare Reke Dare Breme Dari Deya Kola. Gada Gada Madura Madura Adomola, Yare Reke Tare Preme Dari Jaya Kolam Jaya Jaya Nityananda Rohini Kumara Adita Udara Lagi Dubahu Pasara Jaya Jaya Nityananda Rohini Kumara Adita Udara Lagi Dubahu Pasara Adita Udara Lagi Dubahu Pasara Adita Udara Lagi Dubahu Pasara. Of course, we don't have time to sing the whole thing, but this is a glorification for this magnanimous Nityananda Prabhu. I covered about his glories many times. Yes, Karuna Sagara is Krishna. More than that is Karuna is Srimati Radharani. Even more than is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And even more than Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is this Lord Nityananda Prabhu. So Lord Nityananda Prabhu is so high in mercy. And we came to this place. This is a house of a devotee that time whose name was Surya Dasa Sarakale. So Surya Dasa Sarakale was actually, who was this? And he and his brother, they were all the associates of Krishna in the Krishna Leela. 5,000 years ago, that when Lord Krishna appeared, lot of gopas, he brought so many gopas. And this Suryadasa Sarakale was one of his Krishna's gopas. Look at again. This Suryadasa Sarakale had two daughters. These two daughters are none other than the same consorts of Lord Balaram. Okay, so I'm going to be talking something more about that as we go. And this, after we seeing, so in this house, what are the things that we have inside? Because inside, I think I have put some more slides. Inside, yes, you have the deities of Lord Nityananda Prabhu and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as I already put there. And in the entrance we have Tulasi, so we are actually giving our obeisance to Tulasi Maharani before getting in. And there also there are one more chamber where there is a deity of this Suryadasa Sarakale and the two daughters who were married by Lord Nityananda Prabhu. This is the house of that father-in-law of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Yes, this is basically our group, and we just took, it was, by the time when we went, it was quite getting dark actually. So that's why whatever the light you see is little dark there. Okay. Now, this is what I was talking about. So you will see one chamber. I put one after one after another, one under another. So now you may be able to see. Okay, so I don't know. See? Okay, this whatever I marked there on the screen. Okay, it's all high tech. We are using a lot of high tech. That is, in the rightmost side you see that is the father of that father who is the name Surya Dasa Sarakale. Okay, then two daughters are there. 1, 2. They are the daughters married by Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Okay, now who are they? Who are these daughters actually now? These daughters were called Vasudha and Janava Devi. Vasudha and Janava Devi. They were both Varuni and Revati. Those are the two consorts of Lord Balaram in Brajalila. Okay, do you understand now? These two daughters who appeared as Vasudha and Janava Devi are none other than what? Vasudha is Varuni, right? And then the Janava Devi is Revati. So these are the two daughters that the Nityananda Prabhu married. But it was not that easy. It was not that easy in the sense there were some some leelas that the Lord wanted to play. Okay, but anyway, I'm just explaining you may be able to, because photographs are not allowed. We just now our photograph J. Ramana Dasa is very tricky. He somehow that's the window that you saw. So that is what the deity that I'm showing in the bottom. Okay, where you see these Surya Dasa Sarakala and the two daughters are there. Basically, the same house. This is the same house they were born, and Lord Nityananda Prabhu came and they married. This is where Ambika, Kalna. So when Lord Chaitanya Lord Nityananda Prabhu, and after some time, then he really came to ask these two daughters in marriage for him, because Nityananda Prabhu is a grahastha. Remember, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was a sannyasi, and he came to talk to Suryadasa Sarakala, and he knocked the door, and Suryadasa opened the door, and he saw Nityananda Prabhu. He knew Nityananda Prabhu's glory, but he himself did not know that he was actually part of this Braja Leela, because this is how the Leela happens. Radharani knows that he sees everything. But when he comes to the Vrindavan Leela, how does it behave? See, it's all Leela because of the Yoga Maya. So they are actually playing under that. So this is a Leela. So Lord Nityananda Prabhu is knocking the door, and then Sarakala, he opened the door. Oh, Nityananda Prabhu. Okay, then he really gave obeisance and everything, and he brought him inside. And he got a very nice welcome. But then when Lord Nityananda Prabhu asked, he said, I came to ask one favor from you. I want to marry your two daughters. But because of the Yoga Maya's potency, Suryadasa forgot everything. And you said, no, I cannot give. You are a Avaduta. And look at your caste and then our caste. So he argued, and it's not possible. Because we had to consider the caste and the stars and the family background. Because Nityananda Prabhu, right? His father and mother already gone. They're not there. He's just anadi. You know the story, right? That was what I really covered last week. So this father and mother, as soon as Lord Nityananda Prabhu was taken out by who? The elder brother of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who came as the sage, he took Nityananda Prabhu away. His father and mother, they all left this world. So he has nothing. And no, we have to see all these backgrounds. And I am a Brahmana, but you are an outcast. Actually, Nityananda Prabhu was born in a family that was not family, but that was not Brahmana. So now refused. Lord Nityananda Prabhu immediately left the place. And this Suryadasa went inside the house. He was also feeling disappointed. Nityananda Prabhu, everybody knows. But because of the Maya, the Yoga Maya, whatever, then he realizing, why I said no? But now by this time, Nityananda Prabhu already started walking, and then he is out of the house, and then he was far away. Then he went inside the home. That the Suryadasa explained to his family members, saying, Nityananda Prabhu came, and then he actually, he asked to really, that I have, that we have to give these, my two daughters to him. I refused. And then he immediately remembered something. He said, today early morning I got a dream also. In the dream, that dream is now I am remembering the dream. And in these dreams, I saw these two daughters, my two daughters, Vasudha and Janava. as Varuni and Revati Devi. And they were shining so wonderfully like mountains of gold with kumkum, adorned with fine clothes and jewelry. His, these two daughters, my two daughters, were just, wow, they were just standing near Nityananda Prabhu. And then afterwards, in the dream, I saw, and he became Lord Balaram. And these my two daughters were actually, I was then only seeing as Varuni and Revati Devi. Oh. Then when he was narrating that Janvi Devi, he all of a sudden went into ecstasy. And from her eyes, tears were flowing profusely, flowing. And within no time, she tried to cover her face with a veil, the veil that they have, with a veil, with a beautiful face, and she was trying to, but she could not do anything, and she fainted and collapsed, and with a loud sound, she fell down. And all the tears from her eyes, it was profusely, like a torrents of rain that he really made. They made her cloth completely wet, and she's lying unconscious right in the inside the home. And everyone immediately ran to her, and they were trying to help. What happened? She's collapsed, just on the floor, and they called for the medicine man. What are the local medicines man, right? Those days, every village will have some medicine man. So he immediately called, and he came. He checked all the pulses and everything, and then they said, I don't know what kind of disease is this. I have never seen this kind of, because by looking at these nadis, these all the pulses, this is very strange. I have never studied like these kind of pulses will be coming at all. I don't know what to do with these ones. And all the family members started crying, and the medicine man already went out. So they were crying and crying and crying. Then his brother, this Surya Dasa's brother, his brother's name is Gauri Dasa Pandita. This is a wonderful story that next week. Okay, don't miss that. So Gauri Dasa Pandita was also, staying nearby. He came immediately. By hearing this, he immediately rushed and came to his brother's house. That is Surya Dasa, Sarakal's house. He was suspecting. Oh, then also immediately somebody else told. Nityananda Prabhu came, and then he told the story in a briefly, and then he came to know about the visit of Nityananda Prabhu also. Then he said, aha, you must have done some aparad to Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Did you do anything? What did you do? Then he says, oh, yes, he asked my daughters as in marriage, and I refused. Oh, this is it. Big mistake that you did. Huh? Go and search him and bring him back here. Otherwise, this will be doomed. It is the biggest big aparad that you have done. And they were going all the way. So many places there, and he was sitting under this tree, which is not far away. And that is the same place eventually the marriage also happened. Okay. So he was sitting under this tree. And what was he doing? He was chanting on his japa. He was chanting and chanting, oh Lord. Who was he calling for? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Huh? Oh Lord, he was chanting and chanting. And then these people came. came, and then, oh, because they were going all over the places. They could not find, and finally came to the same tree. Same tree means, okay, it's not the original tree, I will tell you about. And he was sitting, and they fell at his lotus feet. Oh, we did an aparat. Big aparat we did. Please excuse us. Please come to our home. Yes, and yes, I will give my daughter to you. And now what was the situation there? Janvi Devi is unconscious. They told, this is the situation now. I don't know what to do. Please come. And then he went to the house of Suryadasa. When Nityananda Prabhu came, was really coming with the family members and all the village people, all already heard about all these things. They all joined. And when Nityananda Prabhu was just walking in front and just getting into the house, as soon as the footstep of not Nityananda Prabhu was inside the home, Janvi, see, because he was just like lying as a corpse, as a dead body. And as soon as Lord Nityananda Prabhu stepped inside the home, Janvi Devi immediately got up, and she, out of shyness, he really, covered her, the face like this, and then he was just, standing there as if magic, and everybody was wondering what is going on here. And then marriage was arranged. First marriage was done with Janvi Devi, who after the disappearance of Nityananda Prabhu became very famous. She came to visit Raghunath Dasa Goswami in Radhakund. And he was staying there for a week or so. Then also he really, visited all the places and met all these Goswamis. They were all actually there at that time. And especially she became very, very famous. And if you really read the histories of this Gaudiya Vaishnavism and all the associates of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, actually there is a book. It is very heavy book. This is the book. I have 2 copies actually. This is one of them. Yeah. So this, if you really read, everyone, like the encyclopedia, every associates will have their own all histories and the pastimes. Everything is here. You can find all these things as how so many associates of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu did so many wonderful leelas there. So first, anyway, yes, married Janvi Devi, and then subsequently, he also married the second daughter, who was what was her name? Vasudha Devi. Okay, all right. So we actually circumambulated this holy place, and it's amazing. And if it's also inside, you have the footprint of Lord Nityananda Prabhu inside. I think I have a slide that I can show to you. Yes. Okay. And this is the part from the original tree. From the original tree where it was standing here. But that old tree, because it's so many years, 500 years now. So that gradually, then from the bottom, the offspring came out. And that is what you really see there. That tree that I'm actually showing, I was showing there, this tree is basically the one that came later. Okay. So then the original tree, one trunk, what you see is right there. That is the trunk from the original tree. which was standing here. And next to that place is a small temple. That's what you saw in that. The small temple. You see that there are the footmarks of Lord Nityananda Prabhu on the, which was important, because all the great personalities, whenever they come, they really want to give something for us to worship. So like this, then Lord Nityananda Prabhu actually, when he actually stood on some on a stone, that is a stone eventually carved here and then put it in this temple. And also there is one more in the next to this place is another tree is also standing. This tree is so unique that if you see, it's like telling Haribol, Haribol. So because you see the trunks, these trunks are in such a way because you have lower two trunks which are actually like giving obeisance. And then the top trunks is saying Haribol, giving obeisance, and then Haribol. This is how that we see. Now, another very funny thing, not funny thing, which is very unique thing that actually happened is really amazing, was actually my sister, she's also there in the Zoom. My sister wanted to have something to take from here to home. So she was wondering that, maybe I should take a little small piece from the tree or something. And then her daughter said, no, don't take anything from here. That will be aparat or something. Don't do that. So we are circumambulating. And all of a sudden, it's a dead branch. But it was as if somebody just plugged it or something. And that branch from the top, it just fell on right there. So she got it. Oh, this is something. It was really so unique. She got it, and then we after the through the parikrama, we just kept it very, very carefully, and then when we returned, we took the small branch to our Kanyakumari temple. And it is kept there now. Kept there now. And the last, and the one time when we were narrating this same story, and at the end, then everybody could be really, that small holy trunk, we just touched on the head of everybody. And then also we were giving the holy mud from Mayapur. The holy mud we took from the birthplace of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Mayapur. So that's under the neem tree. So that also we gave that. So for that, only two lines I want to sing. Then we will conclude here. Andare Nittai, Baira Nittai, Jagatu Maya. Nagara Nittai, Nagari Nittai, Kadaye Kaya. Andare Nittai, Baira Nittai, Jagate Maya. Nagara Nittai, Nagari Nittai, Kadaye Kaya. Andare Nittai, Baira Nittai, Jagate Maya. Nagara Nittai, Nagari Nittai, Kadaye Kaya. Sadhana Nittai, Bhajana Nittai, Nayana Tara. Sadhana Nittai, Bhajana Nittai, Nayana Tara. Tasadika Maya Nittai, Sundara Nittai, Govana Bhara. Andara Nittai, Andara Nittai, Bahira Nittai, Jagata Maya. Nagara Nittai, Nagari Nittai, Kadaye Kaya. So this is actually, I don't know whether this is the real tune that we are supposed to be singing, because I sometimes manufacture some tune. So this is a high speed. So I don't follow many of the things, but that's my problem. Andare Nittai. Andare Nittai means what? So what is this? Nittai is Andare, inside. Andare Nittai, Bahir Nittai, outside, everywhere. He is everywhere within this world. He is the lover, and he is very sweetheart. He is the sweetheart. Everyone says Nitya is my regularity principle, my object of my worship, sadhana, and the light of my eyes. Nitya is all the 10 directions. Here, there, he fills all the 3 worlds. Anyway, that I will take another day to go over there. So with that, we want to conclude. I don't know. I will, okay, yeah. Again, we took, yeah. So I really told the story of the small branch of this tree that fell at our hand. So also we really took some more pictures there, and then after that, it was time for us to really move to another place called Shantipur, where that is the appearance place of Lord Advaita Acharya. Okay, so we were waiting for the boat because we were going in the car with the van. So the boat on the Ganges, this boat, you take the car along with you. You sit in the car, and there will be many, several cars that you can actually drive into this ship. Very nice view of these Ganges. Then we are singing about Nityananda Prabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But I think, okay, what was the tune there again? Prasanathanam Rayanandanam Di Mukunda. Imagine what he sang is not in our Gitikucha or any of the book. I will tell you, this is the treasure. Somehow I got it. You cannot buy here in so many bhajans, thousands bhajans. I found the lyrics here. Apparently, he has this book too. This is a very unique book. It is not that in the the one that we have the Gitti Kucha and all those things that we really use. But this is very, very, I mean, this is my heart. Okay, and there is no meaning, by the way. All because if you put meaning, then it will be double, more than double probably, something like this. So yes, I found this one. We'll be singing this one. And anyway, so after singing with Prabhuji, wonderfully, then we got into the boat and we crossed to the other side. With that, I will end here and see, visiting holy dhams needs something very special. First of all, you have to go with the sadhu. You cannot go by yourself like a tourist. That is aparat actually. There are a lot of people who really go there as a tourist. No, that is not should not be the mode. You should go with a sadhu, and preferably your own guru. That is the best. If you go with your guru, that is auspicious, most auspicious. You relish this again by hearing this. And again, all the trips, so that you can revive the memories. So Holy Dham visit is not, the Holy Dham Parikrama is the highest. It really boosts your devotion so high. You will see that you really jumped to a very high stage. That is the power of the Holy Dham. Okay? And what is this again, Nityananda Prabhu, that you really covered? What is the special about? He is the most merciful, and he is the owner of this Maha Mantra, which is eternally resonating in the Goloka Vrindavan. This is Nityananda Prabhu. So we all should be chanting every day. Every day without fail. This Maha Mantra, which is the only one that can give Krishna prema. Others will only give moksha. Patrinath, Kitrinath, Tatrinath. It's all useless. You shouldn't be really going there. Go to here. Vrindavan. Then Navadvip. And again, why Jagannath Puri Dham? Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in the mood of Radharani and he visited. I mean, he was staying there. Otherwise, why should we really go there? I don't want to go there otherwise. That is Dwaraka Krishna is there. I don't want that. So, keep yourself, those who are really, hearing this one. This is because by the mercy of Gurudev, these all the things happening. Okay? With that, let us chant and Vanja kalpa tarubjecha kripa sindhu pyayamacha Paditanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Everyone, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare.